We got some work to do now. Scooby-Doo,
Yes.
where are you?
It was foggy today, so it was appropriate that I wrote down in the Good Times machine.
I see
Lots of ghouls out there, but I did have Scooby-Doo with me, and old Scooby got it done. Shaggy and company solved the mystery. The mystery. Speaking of mystery, it's a big mystery what we're going to be discussing today. I'm not prepared at all. I took a nap. All right, I didn't take a nap at all. And yes, I am prepared. Chock full of topics as usual. New Orleans kind of just sets itself up, you know? You just keep up on this stuff a little bit. I wish I would have done math and Spanish like I do my program. You know, all you need is a little bit of time each day, every day, and then you know what's going on pretty much all the time, and then the new stuff gets added to the pot, and you just keep going and going and going and going. Every day, more stuff added to the pot. Every day, more topics. And in New Orleans, we might be 1.2, 1.3 million in the metro in population, the entire metro area. But as far as news and political mayhem and the like, we punch above our weight. We're like a New York, a Chicago, and LA. We like keeping up with the big boys when it comes to corruption and political nonsense. We try our best. Anyway, got a lot coming your way. Need your help today. Rouse's Markets phone lines are open. 504-766-9480. 766-9480. O-L-E, not O-L-D. O-L-E. Old Joe at the controls. Oh, by golly, it's Old Joe at the controls.
How do I work these crazy things?
Look at this arm, Joe. Yes. You folks on radio are missing me kind of pumping my arm. Not like pumping my fist in victory, but kind of a, by golly, like I need a 8-year-old boy with freckles and red hair just to stick his face into the screen right now, and I can kind of just sort of rub his chin with my fist. Not punch him, just sort of, you guys, and give him a slice of apple pie. Anyway, Old Joe is at the controls, and he'll be fielding your phone calls. 766-9480. That's the Rouse's Markets phone lines. 504-766-9480. Got a full slate for you. Mardi Gras 3 weeks from today. Mardi Gras Day 3 weeks from today. Holy smokes. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Valentine's Day. I've got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away via some trivia questions. You'll need the phone number to participate. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. 766-9480. Plus, I've got some topics where I need your input. What you think. The NOPD. The police track a stolen vehicle via GPS, OnStar, whatever the vehicle had. They're tracking it. They decide to wait to apprehend the criminals that stole the vehicle because they're not heading to New Orleans East to some warehouse to chop it up. They're not loading it in a container and off to Mexico. South of the border it goes. It is 99% being used to commit a bigger, more violent, potentially another crime. It's used to commit a crime. The stolen vehicle is the starter. The fuse is lit, and then the crime is next. The bigger crime, I should say. The bigger crime from the already big crime of stolen vehicle. So the police decide to wait. They're like, let's not go, arrest Bill and Jim right now. Let's go arrest Bill and Jim when they're with Todd and Frank and there's a big pile of heroin or cocaine or guns or something bigger. Fuse lit. Let's go arrest the bomb that's about to explode. So they decide to wait. and they track the vehicle to a bigger crime. I mean, it sounds great, but then you're like, this is a citizen-owned vehicle. It's like, dude, that's my car. It's Corey Johnson's car. Old Joe manning the phones at the controls. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. 766-9480. It's Joe's car. He wants his vehicle back. Hey, guys, great. You want to go? I got my computer in there. I got a old painting I did. Worthless to the criminals, but I'm an artist and I worked on it. It's in the back seat. It's things I need. Things I need. My car I need. I want my vehicle back. Don't want you using it as a police prop to go get the criminal. So that's a no-go, right? I mean, kind of a good idea, like in the beginning, it sort of sizzles, but you just can't do it, right? Just maybe some overzealous cops or captains or folks in authority at NOPD that just sort of got carried away a little bit. I mean, I almost don't fault them in a way, but I get how they can't do it, right? I'm asking you, 766-9480. Corey, it's an apprehended vehicle. Police can take as long as they like to apprehend the criminal. It's a stolen vehicle. 766-9480. Love to hear from you. I think they're going to sing the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. Is that right, Joe? I think that's the thing that's going down. I don't know the Black National Anthem. I would say most of America doesn't know the Black National Anthem. I would clearly say most Black Americans have no idea what the words are to the Black National Anthem. I would clearly say most Black Americans have no earthly idea. Hell, most Americans don't know the words to the national anthem. Most Americans don't know the Pledge of Allegiance, and I would say the national anthem in today's America. Better chance of some immigrant with a lousy English accent knowing the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem because they have to take a test to become a citizen.
I know it, and I'm proud to be an American.
That's Lee Greenwood. You're close, though, Joe. You're very close. You're very close. We are the champions at a rally. That's Queen. That's Freddie Mercury. You're warm, Joe, but incorrectamundo. No, I mean, I was going back and forth with a guy on Twitter. It's just like, oh, bummed out. Kim Mulkey's team isn't out there for the national anthem before the game. It's like, it's not North Korea, dude. I mean, geez, relax. It's not a prerequisite in America. You have to be there. I mean, I stand for the national anthem. I think most people do. Somebody's getting a beer and getting hot dogs during it, Some vendors like, wait, the national anthem, and isn't working. Some vendors like, dude, I'm working. I can't help with the national anthem's going on. Here's your hot dog, $3.90. $3.90. What year am I in? $13.90. Anyway. The Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't know. I'm asking you, 766-9480. I don't know. Me no comprende. I don't get it. I don't know what's the objective. I don't know what's it for. It's not about appeasing or placating. It's a righteous thing that fits right in. I don't know. But, I want the Grambling band at halftime, just the college marching band at halftime, not the halftime show. So what do I know? Nothing. The halftime show is huge. The Grambling band, everybody would go get into the kitchen or something, I'm sure. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. 766-9480. I'm not mad about it. I'm not wrapped in the American flag. What's next? What the hell? Black National Anthem? What the hell? I'm not like that. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, someone can explain it to me. Hey, the league's 75% black. It's important to black people. I don't think it is. I like Kwanzaa. Most black folks don't care about Kwanzaa, and most black folks don't know the Black National Anthem at all. Clearly. More black folks know the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem clearly than the Black National Anthem. Probably up until just now, more black folks didn't even know there was a Black National Anthem. There was one. Anyway, no, I'm ready to get edumacated. Tomorrow, Jeff Thomas will join us again. He'll have an opinion on this for sure. Lincoln Beach moving forward. I'll fill you in on that. And a whole lot more. Corey Johnson with you. The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
Fausto's Italian Bistro on Veterans Boulevard, where the brothers Fausto and Roland are serving some of the city's finest Sicilian and Italian cuisine. From New Orleans' first family of Sicilian and Italian cooking, Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vets.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. WoodhouseSpas.com.
Did you know Rouse's sells only Angus beef? Angus beef's natural marbling means more succulence and flavor. Whether you choose Rouse's USDA Prime, Choice, or Select, it'll be only Angus beef when you get it at Rouse's. Tastes like home.
When a young man comes in and they walk into our store and you can see they're a little intimidated. Last week, I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" He said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
River Cities Total Maintenance keeps you cool, New Orleans. NOLAAC.com is your cool spot.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes on magazine, as unique as you.
Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's what I said. Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's French for bread. Leidenheimer.
The French bread of the city of New Orleans. Good to the last crumb. Leidenheimer French bread.
Francesca Deli and Pizzeria has over 15 specialty sandwiches, a big 10-ounce burger, and some of the best pizza in New Orleans. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Yeah, you right. Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at you. That Corey takes the fun out of everything. Who else would dog turkey at Thanksgiving? Corey Johnson. What's worse than turkey? Turducken. That's his attitude. Roger Goodell. He's known for the NOLA no call. He's known for Bounty Gate. He's known for trying to kill the Saints. In reality, I mean, something that you can factually point to that is real for sure, not an opinion, a fact. Paul Tagliabue was NFL commissioner. Roger Goodell was like his Mr. Spock, his number 2 guy, chief attorney, lawyer, all of that. Those two were instrumental in keeping the New Orleans Saints in the city post-Katrina. We're not going to let Tom Benson or anyone move them to San Antonio or anywhere. Understood the significance. City that just got crushed by a natural disaster, a man-made disaster. Big 1-2 punch. Got to keep the NFL team here. Got a history with that team. Super Bowls. It's an NFL city. On and on and on. But Goodell's like the bad guy. So I'm not sitting here and saying I love Roger Goodell, but there's that's bigger than, Bountygate, Pillgate, hanging around Ornstein, whatever Peyton was doing that got over penalized for. So I'm kind of just look at the reality where I know just Roger Goodell, 100% evil. And then Roger Goodell's obviously ridiculously successful. Roger Goodell is insanely successful. The NFL pays Roger Goodell about $150,000 a day to be NFL commissioner. The NFL pays Roger Goodell about $150,000 a day to be NFL commissioner. Hey guys, I'll do the job for $7,500 an hour. No, 24/7. When I'm sleeping, middle of the night, snoring away, been into it 4 hours, sleeping 4 more hours, that hour and all the ones around it, $7,500. That's what that guy makes. So he makes 50, 60 million a year. And the NFL loves him because all the owners, their teams just go up in value. The sport is insanely popular. Kneel for the flag, stand for the flag, stand on your head wearing the flag. The NFL is blowing up in popularity. Can't be slowed down. By the way, the Super Bowl referee, the head official, Bill Vinovich, the NOLA no-call head referee. So do you think Bill Vinovich is out there because, yeah, dude, they want him to screw up a call? I mean, he's the best there is. He's the best there is. The guy that was the head of the NOLA no-call team. Now, if you want, I like facts, not just opinions. Here's the problem with NFC title game, AFC title game, Super Bowl. It's so crazy that they do this. Instead of picking the best team of referees, me and Joe and 7 other dudes or a woman in there, whatever, we all work together as a team. It's like the Super Bowl winning team. I would think the Super Bowl winning team, the team that won the Super Bowl, is going to beat a team of all-stars from every team in the league if they played the next day. The next day. Not if the all-star team had time to prepare, but if they played the next day. The team, the Super Bowl champion team, would beat the other 31 best players in the league the next day. The next day. With no experience together as a team. That's my opinion. Now, over time, the all-star team, it's the best players. They destroy the Super Bowl winning team once they got together, knew what routes they were running, everything. But immediately, a second later, they're not going to do it. So instead of the league, they have all these these groups of refs. They're doing, there's at least 15, 20 groups of refs. They got to go to all these different games. You got 15, 16 games a weekend, sometimes less, sometimes 16. You got at least 16 teams of refs, probably some extras. What do you call it? 20 teams of refs, whatever. The team that's the best, they referee the game, not the best at each position, essentially to reward the referees that grade out the best at their position. They make like an all-star team of referees that have never worked together. So they don't know each other's tendencies. You know, they don't know them. You know, Joe sits back and goes, when nothing's going on, Corey's alert. He's ready to fight. When the war's coming and attack's coming, Corey's nowhere to be seen. He's sleeping. Joe knows my tendencies. That was a joke. Anyway, the referees know their teammates' tendencies week in, week out, working together, looking at film, going over stuff, teammates. No, the NFL rewards and puts the best at each individual position. Then all of a sudden these refs meet. Hey, how you doing? We're doing the NFC title game. Fantastic. Met you before in Tennessee that time. Met you at NFL officials camp at the retreat. So then these new guys are all working together. No, Bill Vinovich is one of the best referees. Most of the time, I don't care what sport it is, referees, generally speaking, do a phenomenal job. I don't even see what they're seeing. I mean, the fumble in the game yesterday down by the goal line. You're telling me you knew like his hip wasn't down? No, instant replay knew it. I mean, that's the kind of split-second call these refs are making correctly, like not, 9 out of 10 times, like 49 out of 50, 99 out of 100, those real, bang, bang plays. There's like milliseconds. I don't even see it. Don't even know if they're in or not, but they're trained. They know what to focus on. They do a really, really, really good to excellent, great job. It's pretty amazing what referees do. But because they're referees, they miss calls. Sometimes it's an insignificant part of the game. Sometimes it is a key part of the game, and you never forget it. A la NOLA no call. I mean, you heard the pop, the noise of the shoulder pads hitting before the ball arrived. No one even argues that. There's no human being on planet Earth that's like, nah, dude, that wasn't pass interference. So that's not even a thought. But that's a blown call. It wasn't a conspiracy. It wasn't the LA market, rather the Rams than the Saints. NFL had a plot. The refs had a plot. Somebody behind the grassy knoll. Don't like the Saints. 766-9480, Rouse's Markets phone lines. No, I know you don't want to hear it. It's like how I started this whole thing. Turkey kind of sucks. There's a reason they don't serve turkey at restaurants. It's not that good. We get suckered into the tradition. Sorry. No, Bill Vinovich. I like the guy. They didn't miss the call. No, they blew the call at a major time. It's got a name, NOLA no call. Everyone acknowledges it all around the league. But it wasn't a plot. It wasn't a conspiracy. And Bill Vinovich isn't a bad official, like the opposite. The opposite. Let's head to the phone lines. 766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines. 766-9480. Randy joins us in Slidell. What up, Randy?
What up, Corey?
How you doing, man?
Oh, it's raining. It's raining. Yeah, man, that NOLA no call, I brought that up. That gave me a little indigestion. Kind of made you think about I remember feeling like how you feel in that moment, like, God, there's no way we're going to get screwed this bad, are we? But sure enough, we did, huh?
No, it was awful. It was beyond disheartening. Like I said, you could hear the pop before the ball even got there, much less what you visually saw. What was funny to me, though, like August 29th, Katrina, like, January 7th, January 6th, December 7th, September 11th. These things are kind of known. But how does someone like, hey, it's 5 years, NOLA no call? Like someone remembered that date? It's like, wow, really? I don't want to remember that.
Yeah.
If I didn't know August 29th, I'd rather not remember Katrina. I don't want to relive that.
Right.
Anyway.
Man, all I know is, listen, I'm a CPA, so if I screw up my job as bad as that referee screwed up his in that moment, I don't know that I still have many clients. But what are you gonna do, man? It sucks. But hey, listen, what kind of thought? I don't know how you feel like the Pels are thriving in the city as far as support goes. I'm a season ticket holder, and they claim that they got sellouts. They ain't never like a packed house, so to speak. I mean, there's some games that are more well attended than others, but
yep.
You feel like the Pelicans are gonna, I don't want to say gonna last, but I don't know, man. What you think about just Pelicans' future in the city?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Pelicans, like what they're doing right now, I mean, they're not like terrible. There's like hope. They kind of this sort of what they do right now, fan-wise, attendance-wise, is enough to be, quote, viable. If the Pelicans win and they're a good team, there'll be people that'll come to the arena. There'll be more of a vibe, and they'll actually make money. But Randy, I hate to tell you, I got to go to this 32 break right now, but I'll pick that up on the other side. Thanks for the call from Slidell.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralocks, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralocks technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralocks is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
1970 was an exciting time in New Orleans. The first Jazz Fest was held, the city hosted its first Super Bowl, and the first Helm Paint location opened on Earhart Boulevard. While the floppy disks, mood rings, and pet rocks may have come and gone since the 70s, Helm Paint has grown to become your premier source for quality Benjamin Moore products, competitive pricing, and personal service. Please visit one of our locations today and we'll meet our competitors' prices on any identical product. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore, let us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
When USA Today ranked the 10 best must-visit New Orleans restaurants for travelers, Mid-City's own Katie's made the list. USA Today says Scott Craig is chef-owner at Katie's, a much-loved Creole Italian eatery that draws armies of regulars for lunch, brunch, and dinner. A neighborhood spot where locals congregate and New Orleans-style hospitality rules. Indeed it does. Katie's in Mid-City.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, in this Lamarck Automotive Complex is something called Quick Lane. Tires, wheel alignments, struts, servicing your transmission. We do in all makes and models. It doesn't have to have been purchased from us. It's for you. It handles your lifestyle with your budget in mind. And we want to get you in and out as quick as possible. Quick Lane, you got to come see it. You're going to love the experience. Right there at Williams Boulevard in Kenner.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations, New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Outdoor dining, Middle Eastern cuisine, under the oak trees, Lebanon's Cafe, some of the city's finest lamb chops and shish kebab, Carrollton at Jeanette by the streetcar barn, Lebanon's Cafe. For Leidenheimer Baking Company, producing the perfect French bread is more than a vocation. It's a sacred mission. And for 5 generations, they've used the same time-honored process, baking their signature loaf with its crisp crust and delicate center, unique and still good to the last crumb. From the finest French Quarter restaurants to your local po' boy shop, for over 125 years, New Orleans' own Leidenheimer.
For us, it's really relationships. And if you care about the relationship, you're going to do the right thing for the customer all the time. When we're in design process of a custom made piece, I have a test that says, if I wouldn't give this to my wife, I think we should pass and start over. If it's not perfect, it's going back to the shop. We're going to start all the way over. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Yeah, you right. Crescent City and beyond. Corey Johnson back at ya. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Valentine's Day, guys. Don't run from it. Don't be scared of it. Don't forget about it. Embrace it. Get her what she wants. A day of relaxation from one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. Kaboom goes the dynamite. Problem solved. I got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates available. Got some trivia questions for you. You got answers? I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. 2 on the South Shore, 2 on the North Shore, by the Mall of Louisiana in Baton Rouge. What made the old Plaza Tower unique at the top? Right now, that top of the Plaza Tower is covered in some netting, so the marble outside doesn't fall off and crash down on someone riding their bicycle or walking or a car. The Plaza Tower, 1001 Howard Building, Loyola at Howard Avenue. What made the old Plaza Tower unique at the top floors of the office building? What made it unique when it opened in the late 60s? Give me the answer to that. 50 big bucks. A gift certificate, a gift card, good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. Which 2 major retailers anchored the old New Orleans Center? Now Champion Square, and let's see, one of the retailers was at the bottom of what is now Benson Tower. And then one of the retailers was on the other side, which is what? I guess, I don't know, just the opposite side of Champion Square, sort of that, whatever that was, that anchor tenant, sort of a pedestrian bridge that connects right into that parking garage for New Orleans Center. Pretty first-class shopping center, to be honest with you. Stuck in between the Dome and the Hyatt Regency back in its day. Which 2 major retailers, which 2 major anchors, retail anchors, were part of the old New Orleans Center? Give me the answer to that. 50 big bucks is yours. Hey, when did Lincoln Beach close? Which decade? I'll take decade, not year. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. Which decade did Pontchartrain Beach close? 766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Give me the answer to any of those questions. I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. What makes the Plaza Tower office building closed for years? Has the big, what is it, like netting at the top to stop any kind of outside marble or any kind of the outside part of the structure to If it peels off or falls off the building, it's there to catch it. When that old Plaza Tower building finally opened in the late 60s, what made it unique at the very top of the building? Give me the answer. I got 50 big bucks for you at the Woodhouse. 766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Which two major retailers anchored the old New Orleans Center? That shopping mall downtown. Who were the major anchor tenants? 766-9480. Which decade did Lincoln Beach close? Now, which century? I mean, my God, not even the year. Which decade? Which decade did Pontchartrain Beach close? Give me the answer to either one of those. 50 big bucks for you at the Woodhouse. 766-9480. Cardell Hayes trial going on as we speak. New Hampshire primaries going on as we speak. Boy, this one was pretty easy. Didn't need old Gomer Pyle saying surprise, surprise, surprise. Cleo Fields says he will run for that new majority black congressional district, even though a judge is yet to approve it, probably won't. So it doesn't even exist yet. But Cleo Fields is ready to run. Same Cleo Fields that stuffed 20 grand in cash down the front of his pants in Edwin Edwards' office a generation ago on FBI video. Bill Jefferson saved Cleo's rear end. Basically told Jim Letton. Bill Jefferson told Eddie Jordan, then Eastern District U.S. Attorney, don't mess with Cleo Fields. And Eddie Jordan's like, Bill, we've got him on FBI video stuffing 20 grand down the front of his pants in Edwin Edwards' office that Edwin Edwards handed him over his desk. Yes, so what? Doesn't matter if, he's in bed with a dead woman or a live boy. We're not going after him, speaking of Edwin Edwards. And that was that. Bill Jefferson, pulled some power trip. Eddie Jordan went along with it. Jim Letton was furious. We've got the guy jamming 20 grand down the front of his pants, handed to him from criminal Edwin Edwards in Edwin Edwards' office. And Cleo Fields is like looking around, just looks guilty, knows it's wrong. You can see he knows it's wrong on the video, but can't help himself. Freely commits the felony. And Bill Jefferson gets Eddie Jordan to back off, and nothing happens to Cleo Fields. That's sinful. That's terrible. Now Cleo Fields is probably going to be a U.S. congressman, and you wonder why Louisiana doesn't move forward. More concerned about giving him a second chance. He's part of the community, blah, 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 blah. You get what you deserve. You don't go after people with integrity, honor, people that have intelligence, people that care about the community, people that are civic-minded, people that are already winners. They're already good people. They're sacrificing their life to run for office, make more money, spend more time with family, all of that. They got a good life. They're winners. They're successful. Sacrificing their life to run for office. No, instead, Cleo Fields, that's the best we got. Just sucks. No chance to win. Impossible to win with Cleo Fields. That leopard hadn't changed his stripes, spots, whatever leopards have. What do leopards have, Joe? Spots? I'd like a pet leopard, Joe. I'd be like that guy in New York and Manhattan. Had the 500 square foot apartment and had an 800-pound tiger, a Bengal tiger in the apartment. I think the Bengal tiger had no problem being in 800 square feet. It's kind of like that cage that your boy had on the I-10 for years that we allowed in Louisiana. The Tiger truck stop. Just ridiculous. The tiger was real happy. I talk to him often. I like this cage. I like this restriction. I like the fumes of the diesel trucks and being on the loud interstate and nowhere near my natural habitat at all. It's fantastic. Jeez. Crazy. The NOPD, the police, a stolen truck, they're tracking it via GPS, and they're like, guys, we can go bust the guys that stole this truck right now, and that's where it ends. But we know they stole the truck to go commit a bigger crime. Let's go get them then. And I love everything about that. And then you're like, wait, that's someone's truck. That's not the NOPD. It's not a bait truck. The NOPD wants to do the bait vehicle. They can do that all day long. Leave a vehicle running. Let someone jump into it, the bait car thing. Let them go steal it. Let them bring it to their house. Stake out the house. Let them wait till they get 4 guys in the car and they go commit a real crime and then go bust everybody. They can do that with a bait car. You can't do it with, a citizen's vehicle. Sad to say. No, it sizzles. It comes out the gate fast and furious. I remember Donald Trump. The Iraq invasion, we should confiscate the oil to pay for the war. We should confiscate the oil to pay for everything we're doing for this country. We invaded that country. Right or not, sovereign country, like how they're run or not, dictatorship or not, we invaded that country. So, hey, North Korea, China, go invade a country, pilfer their natural resources to pay for your invasion. Great idea. So, no, that idea sizzled like for a millisecond. That's a great. You didn't even get great out. That's a great. It's like a millisecond. You're like, wait, that we invaded and we'd be stealing their stuff. Take the oil to pay for the war. Donald Trump just pulling stuff out of his rear end, just not even thinking. Yeah, great idea. Great message to everybody else. Here's the crazy thing. The Trump supporters are like, hell yeah, take the oil, pay for the war. They're all for it. But North Korea and China don't do that. But we do it because it's us. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon. 766-9480. Holla.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof. Now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anywhere. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
From the owners of Katie's in Mid-City and Bienvenue in Harahan, an old school deli with over a dozen specialty sandwiches. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria.
Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's what I said. Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's French for bread. Leidenheimer.
For over 120 years, New Orleans' very own Leidenheimer French bread.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
It's time to relax. The Woodhouse Day Spa, Metro New Orleans' premier day spa experience, now with 5 area locations. For a day of relaxation or maybe just a quick 1-hour getaway, the Metro area's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa. And now 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and our newest location in Mandeville. The Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
Being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Rouse's Market is hiring. With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
What actually lasts a lifetime? Not much, but at Helm Paint, we have something guaranteed to last a lifetime. Benjamin Moore's Regal Select. This paint and primer in one offers cutting-edge waterborne technology, smooth application, and long durability. Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore, your New Orleans paint store.
Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vets has daily lunch specials Monday through Friday, and their entire lunch menu is available too. Open 11 a.m. through 2:30 p.m. For the finest in Sicilian and Italian cuisine, Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vets.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com. Yeah, you right. Tuesday afternoon, Corey Johnson back at you. I got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates. Got some trivia questions. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Valentine's Day, guys. The day after Mardi Gras, Ash Wednesday, Valentine's Day. Rouse's Markets phone lines to participate in the program. 766-9480. 766-9480. The old Plaza Tower office building that is causing so many problems. The city wants to demolish all that good stuff. Joe Yeager saying he might have a buyer for it, on and on and on. When that building opened in the late 60s, the top few floors of that office tower were unique. What made the old Plaza Tower, 1001 Howard building, those top few floors unique in that office tower? Give me the answer to that. I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at the Woodhouse, 1 of 5 locations. 766-9480 is how you dial us up. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Which 2 major retailers anchored the old New Orleans Center Mall down by the Dome, what is now Champion Square? Which 2 major retailers anchored that old mall? Give me the answer to that. 50 big bucks can be yours. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Which year, which decade did Lincoln Beach close? Which decade did Pontchartrain Beach close? Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. 766-9480. You got answers? I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. Just in time, guys. Valentine's Day, 3 weeks from tomorrow. 3 weeks from tomorrow. Mardi Gras Day is 3 weeks from today. Are you kidding me? How crazy is that? the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. It will be a topic tomorrow when Jeff Thomas joins us. He'll have an opinion. I kind of have an idea of what it's going to be. I don't get why we have a Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. Now, I get like the PC thing. Corey, the league's 75% black. You know? I don't guarantee you. I know it. 10% of the NFL doesn't know the Black National Anthem. 5%. 1 out of 20 NFL players. There's no way. Most black folks do not know the Black National Anthem, much less NFL players. I think I would be hard-pressed to find a black person that knows the Black National Anthem. I mean, honestly, today, Pledge of Allegiance, the United States, America's national anthem, Star Spangled Banner, without other people around singing it with us, we may not know all the words. It helps when everybody's doing it together. You kind of get the flow. You know where to go. But if I said, write down the Star Spangled Banner, write down the Pledge of Allegiance, word for it, you might butcher a little bit of it, might get stumped. What is the next line? You know? But if you were saying it live with people, you'd know the next line. Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I'm not like, I'm against it. I'm not one of those crazy, racist, wacky right-winger folks. Oh, what all these different groups want to have themselves heard? What the hell? I get it. White, male, heterosexuals pretty much still control everything, always have pretty much controlled everything. I'm in television and radio, owned by, especially, God, when I was in sports talk, it was all white, male, heterosexuals. So dark-skinned people with, foreign-sounding names, female, blondes with big you-know-what, and not aspirations or knowledge. I get it. I get why there's a change. Doesn't drive me out of the industry. I'm not complaining. Not look longing for the olden days when it was all white male heterosexuals like me. I'll compete with whoever is thrown out there. Got no problem with any of that. Not complaining about that for a minute. I just don't understand the Black National Anthem thing. I don't get it. Most black folks have no idea. First off, I would say, honestly, not, hey, there's a Black National Anthem. Did you know that? That isn't the fair question. Because most would say, sure, I knew it. No, you knew it because I just said there was one. You didn't know it 5 seconds ago before I even asked the question. I would say most black folks in America have no idea there even is a Black National Anthem. Most black folks in America don't care if there is a Black National Anthem. But it's going to be part of the Super Bowl. All I can say is it better rock. It better be something good. Jeez, better be powerful. Rouse's Markets phone line 766-9480. The police can't take a stolen vehicle. I shouldn't say a stolen vehicle. They're not taking it. The police can't delay the arrest when they know where a citizen's stolen vehicle is because they're following it via GPS. We don't want to go get them yet and get your vehicle back because we're waiting for them to commit a bigger crime, which I think is true. Stolen vehicles are not getting shipped in a container to South America. They're not going to some chop shop. They're being stolen to go be used in the next few minutes, hours, day or so in another crime. Maybe obviously a bigger one, maybe one more violent. What's that, Blue Boy? You get what the police were trying to do, but it's not their bait car. It's a citizen's car. Great point, Blue Boy. What else? Gail is up next in the 5 o'clock Power Hour. Blue Boy, I don't know how I would do the program without you, buddy.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson on TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333.
Also on YouTube, on radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
Hi, it's Ken Friend from Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business. Come see us over on Maple Street in Uptown.
Friend & Company Fine Jewelers, Breitling time, 5 p.m.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot.
Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the river, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
For us, it's really relationships. And if you care about the relationship, you're going to do the right thing for the customer all the time. When we're in design process of a custom-made piece, I have a test that says, if I wouldn't give this to my wife, I think we should pass and start over. If it's not perfect, it's going back to the shop. We're going to start all the way over. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson.
Susan Spicer joining us on the program.
Even when they presented me the award, the people that I look up to the most, Frank was there and Donald Link was there. It does cause you to reflect back and think about your whole career.
Maybe the Ella Brennan Award says that to you, like I've arrived.
It certainly is kind of the ultimate honor when it comes to cooking and hospitality in New Orleans and the world.
New Orleans style talk gumbo, served daily.
Doesn't get much better than that, huh?
Hi, this is Joey Helm. My dad, Bunky Helm, had a vision of a locally family-owned store serving the residential and commercial paint needs of New Orleans. I think Dad would be proud of today's Helm Paint and Decorating, and here's why. We have the best technical staff in the business, providing the best color matching service in Southeast Louisiana. Perfect matching for any color and any brand. And we'll save your colors so you don't have to save those old cans. Helm Paint offers free 2-hour delivery. Our in-store decorators will assist you on deciding what color and type of paint to best showcase your home. But most importantly, as your local independent Benjamin Moore dealer, our products provide the greatest value in the paint industry. Superior coverage, and Benjamin Moore paint simply covers better and lasts longer. New Orleans is a city of vibrant color, and no one else provides the paints of New Orleans like Helm Paint and Decorating. Visit any of our 6 locations or online at helmpaint.com.
Helm Paint, let us steer you right. Helm Paint and Supply.
Ford F-150, #1 seller in America. What about in the USA? Let's see, what about in the world? Who sells more trucks than Ford? Nobody. It's because the Lamar team is the real team. All that makes it happen is one goal. Everybody having a great experience at Lamar Ford. We became #1 for a reason, because we're good. And we need to prove it every day, every deal, all the time.
Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's what I said. Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's French for bread. Leidenheimer.
5 generations, family owned and operated, Leidenheimer French bread.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Yabba Dabba Do is right. The Neutral Ground with me, Corey Johnson. 5 o'clock power hour coming your way on a Tuesday. Hey, the 5 o'clock power hour, by the way, brought to you by Latrim, the global manufacturing giant. Hey, you New Year's resolution folks. We're 3 weeks into 2024. We're fading towards February soon. Gonna get a new job, new career. Latrim's waiting for you. Have you been to the Latrim website? They have a full listing of positions available. And when I say full listing, it's a full listing, meaning dozens and dozens and dozens of jobs available at Latrim. You East Bankers, you West Bankers, Latrim is hiring at their Elmwood facility under the UEP Long Bridge. You North Shore folks, Latrim has a facility off of I-12 on the North Shore. They're bringing in hundreds of jobs. Latrim.com for a full listing of positions available. Latrim spelled L-A-I-T-R-A-M. Latrim.com, 5 o'clock power hour. Brought to you by Latrim, Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. 766-9480. Before I fill you in on all the topics, Gail has been holding on. Let's hit the Rouse's Markets phone lines. What up, Gail?
Hi, Corey.
Hey,
You're
Gail.
doing a great job as usual.
Thanks so much. Right back at you.
Thank you.
What's on your mind today, Gail?
It's been so long. I don't know if I can be accurate, but I'm going to take a stab at it. The tower that you were just describing, I believe the way you phrased it was what was so unusual about the top of it.
Yeah, what was unique about it?
Right. Was it because perhaps it revolved, it turned?
That is a good answer, Gail. I like that thinking. The World Trade Center, now the Four Seasons, that top, that round top of that building, it's weird. It's a cross-shaped building, but the top is round, the top few floors. That actually did turn. Some huge motor turning the whole floor. You go sit up there at a table, and after a few minutes, after 15, 20, 30 minutes, whatever it was, you'd do a 360 around the whole place, but that would be incorrect for the Plaza Tower.
Oh, well, I tried.
Yep. Thanks, Gail.
Well, thank you, Corey.
Yep. No, thanks for calling. Thanks for checking out the program. That's Gail. Joe, that is incorrect.
Yeah, you wrong.
Womp, 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 womp. The old Price is Right. Don't forget, as Bob Barker said, spay and neuter your pets. I'm 80 years old. Now, where's that 26-year-old girl who was modeling the boat? Come on over here. Bring your friend. No. Stay in the bikini. Keep the bikini on. Not necessary for you to put on any clothes. I'm Bob Barker.
It's the skinny mic. The skinny mic he used.
Yeah, that was so strange. That was so weird. That was a weird mic. It was like 2 feet long and then just had the smallest little head on the top of it. I don't know what message they were trying to push with that. Maybe Bob was just trying to hey, girls, no worries. No worries. Anyway, NOPD, the police use a stolen vehicle. They're following it with GPS. They can go bust the people that stole it and get the citizen's vehicle back. But the cops are smart. They know it's not going to a chop shop. They know it's not going in a container and being shipped to Mexico. They know that vehicle will be recovered in the next few hours at the next crime scene of these jokers. The truck was the first crime. The pun intended vehicle to commit the real crime. So the cops are like, let's let them hang on to the vehicle, follow them where they're going, and pop them and maybe more people. And who knows with what? Money, guns, drugs. More people we get to arrest. That's pretty much what went down. It sounds like a great idea. But you just can't do it, right? Because it's a citizen's vehicle. I guess they could call the citizen, look, we got your truck. Do you mind if we let them keep it for a while because they're going to go commit a bigger crime and we want to bust them for that? And who knows what happens to your truck. Right now it's intact. We might shoot it up. They might ram it into a tree. Your truck could be totaled. Could be exactly like it is right now. What do you want to do? I mean, I guess they could ask the person that or have a bait truck. I used to love the bait truck show, the bait car show. You remember that show, Joe? People would get in the car and they'd be yucking it up and then all the doors would lock and the car would cut off and they'd just be panicking. And then I'd love the guy that would just make it worse. Some would just accept their fate. Just sit there. Others just trying to bust out a window. Just trying to do anything to get out of the vehicle. Just bait car was pretty hysterical. There must have been some lawsuit that stopped that show. Anyway, Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. I landed on just an awful show, Joe. It's a loop. I couldn't believe it because I went to the guide. I was like, how many seasons with this? It was like season 5, episode 16. I'm like, wow. So there's like dozens and dozens episodes. It wasn't the crappy Pawn Stars, the like Vegas pawn shop show where like the guy who owns the pawn shop's like, in 1896, when Fred McGill invented the electric stove, he was using, and this guy's like telling me something like, I can read the wiki page, dude. Don't act like you're knowledgeable and you know about this. You're the pawn shop dude, you know? The one who got arrested's like explaining stuff. Babe Ruth card value. I'm like, please. It's just ridiculous. They've got one based out of Detroit. It's the same kind of thing. It said Pawn Stars. This one's Hardcore Pawn. So again, a play off of the porn gimmick. But have you seen the one in Detroit? Yeah, it's just like, let's go to a pawn shop in the crappiest part of Detroit with just the crappiest characters, just socioeconomically depressed people and just bring them into a pawn shop, and film some of it. It's just all kind of just every episode is, okay, here's $100. I want you to walk in there and say you're coming to get your watch. You don't have the receipt. And then there's no proof that your watch is even there. And then just you freak out. And then we throw you out. A big old bouncer dude throws you out. And you can say whatever you want. Curse. Anything you want. Where's my watch? Then it just builds up to, you better get my watch. I'm coming on the other side of that glass to get you. And so I watched about 10 minutes of that. And I realized it's just a loop.
How you feel about fast food is how I feel about reality TV.
Oh,
I can't do it.
Me neither. I watched 10 minutes of it and was like, this is ridiculous. Hardcore pawn. I mean, it's like, like Inside Edition, Joe, when they show you like, coming up next, Joe Cardosi lighting the building on fire. And they show you like throwing the match on and then it flames up. That's all the video they got. You don't need to watch any more of the program. You just saw all the video. There's no more. They just keep showing that and that and that. And coming up next, we tell you what happened. Here's where Joe throws the fire. He throws the match on the fire. It's just, that's it. The Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I don't quite get it, but I'm not like against it. I just want to understand why. Your calls are welcome. 766-9480. 766-9480. Tomorrow, Jeff Thomas joins us. He's part owner of WBOK, the Black AM station in town. And we'll get his perspective tomorrow, and I'll ask him about the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I would clearly say it's like Kwanzaa. Most black folks have no idea what it is. Most folks don't celebrate it like most folks. White, black, Latino, don't know what Kwanzaa is, don't know what it represents. Most black folks have, first off, most black folks have no idea there's a Black National Anthem. That's for starters. And second, clearly most black folks have no idea of, it's like me with a Kanye West song. I mean, words in Kanye West song. Woman, do it. Yes. I mean, I have no idea of any Kanye West song. It's just me. No one knows the Black National Anthem, but like 7 people. Coming right back.
Young's Dry Cleaning, with 2 walk-up locations with personal service. Young's on Claiborne and Young's on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview. Young's Dry Cleaning. Call 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
When a young man comes in and they walk into our store, and you can see they're a little intimidated. Last week, I saw the young man. I said, "Hey, what can I do to give you a hand?" And he said, "Well, I'm here for an engagement ring, but I don't think I'm in the right place." So I got him to my desk, and within an hour, he had purchased an engagement ring, had spent $1,000, and he was treated like he spent a lot more, and I'm sure we have a customer for life. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
Rouse's Market is hiring. With 65 stores, full or part-time employment, and flexible scheduling, Rouse's has a job for you, or maybe even a career. Apply at any Rouse's store or online at rouses.com.
Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's what I said. Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's French for bread. Leidenheimer.
Served in New Orleans' finest restaurants, Leidenheimer French bread. There's a Middle Eastern restaurant that's less than 5 minutes from where Causeway and River Road meet, Lebanon's Cafe. Convenient to Old Metairie and Old Jefferson. Carrollton at Jeanette on the streetcar line, Lebanon's Cafe.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot.
Custom window treatments can enhance the look and value of your home. At Helm Paint and Decorating, we're proud to offer custom plantation-style window shutters by Scandia. Perfect for any window, including large frames, French doors, sliding doors, and arches. American-made SL300 shutters are available in many colors to match your personal decor. We'll come out to measure, and you'll receive fast delivery. Plus, they're virtually maintenance-free.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore let us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
Fausto's Italian Bistro on Veterans Boulevard, where the brothers Fausto and Roland are serving some of the city's finest Sicilian and Italian cuisine. From New Orleans' first family of Sicilian and Italian cooking, Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vets.
The Woodhouse Day Spa, with 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and now Mandeville. A day of relaxation is just moments away at the Woodhouse Day Spa. WoodhouseSpas.com.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, insagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, insagency.com.
In New Orleans, we don't eat to live. We live to eat.
More is better.
Scott Craig of Katie's.
That is our slogan. More is better at Katie's. It means more of everything. Not just more food, more smiles, more friendship, more love. More. When you do something, you have to do it right. You know, it's all about more, and it's all more of the good things.
Get more at Katie's Restaurant in Mid-City.
Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you on a Tuesday, 5 o'clock powwow. Thanks so much for joining us. The Black National Anthem will be sung at the Super Bowl. I'm not like freaking out about it. I'm not one of those wacky right wingers. What the hell's going on? What next? Don't stand for the national anthem. Now the Black National Anthem. I don't care about any of that. I have no problem with folks not standing during the national anthem. I got into it on Twitter with some guy who thinks I'm like not a patriot because Kim Mulkey and the LSU women's team doesn't come out in time for the national anthem. It's not North Korea, you know? You don't have to stand for the national anthem. You don't have to sing along. It's America. That's the great part of this country. You can have someone who goes, man, I just don't personally like that song. Doesn't matter. That's them. You can appreciate it. I stand. I respect it. I respect the flag, all that. But other people don't have to at certain points. And it could be something going on in their life. The government screwed them, took money out of their account. The government was wrong. I mean, who knows what they're going through? So no, it doesn't. None of that stuff really matters to me. But I don't get the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I really don't. It's just it seems like beyond politically correct. Clearly, I would say most black people are like going, wow, there is one? Didn't even know there was a Black National Anthem. The majority of black people in America, I would think, did not even know there was a Black National Anthem, which means the clear majority of black Americans in America have no idea of a single line or word in the Black National Anthem. I want to say I heard like a little of it just for a second. You know, it just seemed like, you know, I'm not being critical. It's like folks that criticize like the Mormon religion, Missouri, and they laugh. And it's like, what about yours? You know, just, sorry it wasn't in Missouri, but we're all suspending a little disbelief. It's faith, you know, that kind of thing. And I'm not being critical, but just, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but maybe someone can explain it to me. I'm not against it. I'm not freaking out about it. I don't care what they do at the Super Bowl. I don't watch the halftime show. Probably won't watch the beginning for the national anthem. I'm not trying to be a jerk unless some jets are flying over. Like, dude, stealth bomber is going to fly over. I might watch just by accident. I don't go, wow, national anthem. Better be in front of the TV for that. I don't know where I'm going to be for the national anthem during the Super Bowl. If you're there for it and you're standing up, and that's fine. I'm not saying anything, but I'm not like, oh, dude, national anthem's coming. I better be there. Anyway, the Black National Anthem, I don't get it. But that's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Educate me. Rouse's Markets phone line, 766-9480. 766-9480. Rouse's Markets phone lines. Hey, I've got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates to give away. What made the old Plaza Tower unique at those top few floors? You heard Gail, rotating top. Not right, but she was warm. World Trade Center had a rotating top. What made the old Plaza Tower site the top few floors unique in that office building? Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. You got the answer? I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. Which two major retailers anchored the old New Orleans shopping mall, where Champion Square is by the Dome? Which decade did Lincoln Beach shut down? Not which year, which decade? Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. How about Pontchartrain Beach? Not the year, the decade. 766-9480. You got the answer? I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at one of the 5 area Woodhouse Day Spa locations. 2 on the South Shore, 2 on the North Shore, by the Mall of Louisiana in Baton Rouge. Speaking of BR, Helm Paint and Decorating's now in Baton Rouge. Yes, 7 Helm Paint and Decorating New Orleans locations, now 4 Helm Paint and Decorating Baton Rouge locations. Same high-quality Benjamin Moore products, same free 2-hour delivery. Just like in Metro New Orleans, same thing in Metro Baton Rouge. When you got to paint in Metro New Orleans. When you got to paint in Metro Baton Rouge, do it once, do it right. Helm Paint and Decorating. Corey Johnson with you. Good news. Good job, city. Sort of a little slow, but getting there. $25 million set aside, 15 acres on the lake, Lincoln Beach coming back to life. A Denver-based group, Saccati and Associates. Saccati, I guess. Saccati. Sassaki. Sassacati? Sassacati? Anyway, Sassacti and Associates. Designs, plans. They'll have it all together, ready to move forward at the end of this year. So about 9 months away for this Denver-based group to figure out what they're going to do with Lincoln Beach. So I would say groundbreaking probably in 2025, like a year from now, and maybe completed. I don't know. We might be able to use the beach by the end of 2025, early 2026. Best case scenario, 18 months, maybe like 2 years. But at least, I guess, moving forward, some good news there. A little slow, but moving forward. As Gomer Pyle would say, surprise, 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 no surprise. Cleo Fields says he will run for that new black majority congressional district, even though a judge is yet to approve it. And I think the judge won't approve it. They'll have to rewrite the district, rewrite the map. The district doesn't even exist. Yet Cleo Fields is, I'm all in. I'm all in already. Cleo Fields, of course, a generation ago, stuffing 20 grand down the front of his pants, handed to him from Edwin Edwards in Edwin Edwards' office. Now, if this were fact-based, like everyone knew it in every credible, newspaper, television, Cleo Fields not denying it, you'd still have folks not believing it. There's FBI video, though, a camera like in the air conditioning vent in Edwin Edwards' office. You can clearly see it's Edwin Edwards. You can clearly see it's Cleo Fields. You can clearly see the two $10,000 stacks of cash. You can clearly see Cleo Fields looking around, uncomfortable in the office, knowing it's a crime. You can see it. And he stuffs it down his pants anyway. Honorable explanation. Yeah, like Bill Jefferson and the 90 grand in the freezer. It doesn't exist. It won't happen because there is no honorable explanation. And sorry, Cleo Fields, yeah, it's a generation later. Hasn't changed. Not remorseful. No repercussions. Nothing happened. Kept the 20 grand. Kept the money. Nothing happened. Spent the money. He'll probably be our U.S. congressman, one of our 6 U.S. congressmen. That's the best we can do. That kind of sucks. New Hampshire primaries going on as we speak. It should be interesting on tonight's national political talk shows on Fox and MSNBC and CNN and Newsmax and all that. Cardell Hayes trial going on in New Orleans today. Hey, television audience, we're out of here. It's 5:30. We'll see you tomorrow, straight up 4 o'clock. You can keep watching The Neutral Ground with Corey Johnson on YouTube. Live streaming, CoreyTalks.com. Check us out on the radio. Oh, so fine, 93.9 FM. 4 o'clock tomorrow, TV audience. Be there. We seamlessly continue the radio program until 6 p.m. Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday afternoon in the Crescent City. 60 degrees like all week long, 60s. Rain yesterday, today, tomorrow, Thursday. I don't know if I got rained on today. I think I just went into a cloud. I had to turn on the windshield wipers, but it was just mist. It was just floating water. It was misty. That's all it was. I was driving in a cloud. That's it. Had to turn on the wipers, but yeah, I don't know if I got rain. If I could talk to my plants in the yard, they'd say that was a tease. That was a joke. Have her at least take off her top. It was a bikini. It wasn't really a full-blown rain. Anyway, Corey Johnson with you. Hey, 8:30 this morning at the Franklin Avenue Baptist Church. They're doing it again at 6 o'clock tonight. They're going to talk about the Lincoln Beach project, by the way. So in 30 minutes at the Franklin Avenue Baptist Church, right on I-10, right on the service road. I guess that's the Crowder exit. And then you backtrack on the service road. Incredible facility, like a $40 million church. Have you been in that place, Joe? The atrium is unbelievable. Like you walk in the first set of doors, it's like 10 yards, like 30, 35, 40 feet to the next set of doors. So the atrium area, which surrounds the place, is, tens of thousands, 100,000 plus square feet. It's enormous. No, I don't need the inside facility. Just need 20% of the atrium area for my party. I'm serious. It's amazing. And then you walk in the facility, it's like a basketball arena. It's an incredible state-of-the-art church. It's really beautiful in the sense of modern building. It's not like, stained glass and walking in some old church, but state-of-the-art, like $40 million building, that Franklin Avenue Baptist Church, which used to be on Franklin Avenue, hence the name, but now they're on the I-10 service road on I-10 by Crowder in the east. Incredible building. In 30 minutes, kind of a replay of what they did at 8:30. I like it. They're two different times doing the same thing. Couldn't make 8:30 this morning. You're working, whatever. Maybe you can make 6 p.m. tonight. Pontchartrain Beach. You want to have input? You live out there off Hain? Might want to get out there. You live in the east? You live anywhere in Metro New Orleans. Seriously, that's the problem. There should be New Orleans people from Uptown, Metairie, North Shore, Kenner represented, even Slidell, whatever. It's going to be a regional thing. It's not just for folks that live in the east, the reopening of Lincoln Beach. I wish we'd get our you-know-what together and reopen Pontchartrain Beach. Get West End going again. Sinful. We have these natural, assets, and we run from them. It's just terrible. Should be embracing them. The Super Bowl head referee, Bill Vinovich, the NOLA no-call guy. I'm not a controversy guy. I like facts. I like reality. I don't get off on all these controversies. Have you been to like the Book Depository building in Dallas? Like an amateur could have shot John Kennedy. It's like a 40-foot shot. It's like your bird's eye view, all this controversy. It's like, my God, anyone that could shoot a rifle could have assassinated John Kennedy from that window. Anyone. It was perfect shot. It's easy shot. Open head sitting right there, open top. Now, I don't believe in all these controversies and all this crap. I don't believe the NFL's like, let's get together in a room and make sure the Rams beat the Saints in the title game. We want the LA market. We want the Rams. I mean, could someone have said that? Would they like that? Yeah. I think every year the NFL would like LA versus New York because of the population. I think they'd like that much better than Buffalo versus Arizona. I think they'd like it much better because of fan support, nationwide support, television audience, the markets, all of that. But, and Bill Vinovich, Roger Goodell, let's screw the Saints. We don't like Sean Payton. All this just crazy stuff. I mean, I like logic and facts. I mean, Bounty Gate was real. Any Saint fan that watched the Saints knows that. When someone like Drew Brees is like, I was unaware of it. It's just, I don't mean to be a jerk, but Drew Brees is outright just lying, fully aware of it. He was on the team. Then there's Pillgate, which sort of, do you know anything about Pillgate? I mean, really kind of just went away, wasn't covered locally for sure by the media, barely covered nationally. It existed. It got the NFL league-wide to, hey, we can't just have these, Vicodin in a, tub like M&Ms in a bowl and, hey, everyone can just take a handful. So they got on top of that. And then you have Sean Payton. A lot of people just ignore this. Tom Benson made a mistake. The NFL asked for specific things, and Tom Benson was like, you can look at all our computers. You can look at everything. You can look at all these emails. I mean, if the IRS audits you and says, give me your 2017 and 2018 returns, just do those. Don't go, hey, I gave you the whole century. I gave you the whole decade. Just give what they asked for. Tom Benson was like, look at everything. So the NFL's looking at emails that maybe had nothing to do with Bountygate. And then you had that Ornstein guy, you remember that Peyton associated with, who was like blackballed by the NFL. I'm sure there are emails and conversations between those two just laughing at Roger Goodell in the NFL, like saying derogatory stuff. Screw him, not going to listen to that, blah, blah, blah. So it's a culmination of many things. And did Goodell overreact and overpenalize? Yes, he did. But it's the same Roger Goodell that got with Paul Tagliabue and kept the Saints in New Orleans post-Katrina when Tom Benson was talking about moving to San Antonio. That's a fact. That Roger Goodell, working with Paul Tagliabue closely, saved the Saints for New Orleans. Now, you may not want to acknowledge that. You may want to diminish that fact. You may want to act like Goodell was insignificant. People that know. I'm not saying, I don't give a crap about Roger Goodell, one way or the other. But a villain of New Orleans hates the Saints. It's sort of ridiculous. It's sort of, I don't have time for that. It's sort of defeat. It's not like I'm above it or I'm intelligent or smarter than you. I just realize it's a waste of time. It's pointless and meaningless. It's silly. Here's the crazy part. Bill Vinovich, he's one of the best NFL officials. The problem isn't Bill Vinovich or the officials. The problem is the method the NFL used in that game and uses today, like in this Super Bowl. Instead of picking the best officiating team, a group of officials that work together as a team, knowing each other's strengths and weaknesses and tendencies. They brought in the best that graded out best at their respective position. And then they put that new team together. I don't know about you, but you get like the Super Bowl champs, college football's best team. And then you take the college football team of All-Americans or the NFL All-Pros and put them on a single team, but they don't get to practice. They never get to play together. They just go out and play that Super Bowl champion team the next day. I'd put all my money on the Super Bowl champion team, not the team of All-Stars, because the team of All-Stars has never played together as a team. Now they play together as a team. I'm dumping all my money on them over the Super Bowl champs if they play together as a team for a while. Point is, this all-star team of NFL referees never, ever work together, don't know each other's tendencies, strengths, and weaknesses. You've weakened the officiating for that game by putting an all-star, by rewarding these refs that graded out the highest and rewarding them the Super Bowl. You should have rewarded the team that graded out the highest, and they get to referee the Super Bowl, their team. But I think this, with Bill Vinovich, he's just the head official. Everyone under him is best at their position from all different teams. So I think it's a little less standard of officiating. That's my opinion. I think that's a major flaw that the NFL has. I get it. You want to reward these refs. Let them referee the biggest game. They graded out the best at what they do over the year. But you're breaking up the team and putting a group of all-stars together for the first time ever. And I'm not saying it's guaranteed mistakes, but I think that led a little bit to the, Nola no call. You would have had the two guys getting together that have worked together, and the other would have overruled the other, and it would have been overruled on the field. No, I saw it. I heard the pop before the ball was there, visually saw the hit before the ball was there. Shall I continue? But you got refs that don't work together. What's your name again, Bill? I think it was a good call. Hey, Lebanon's Cafe is open till 9:30 tonight. I love Lebanon's Cafe. To-go orders, outdoor dining, indoor dining, authentic Middle Eastern food like shish kebab and lamb chops, all your favorite Middle Eastern sides. They're right next door to the streetcar barn, Carrollton at Jeanette. That means you folks that live in Old Jefferson, Old Metairie, about 5 minutes, less than 5 minutes from where Causeway hits River Road, the Carrollton section of Uptown. So good. Lebanon's Cafe.
Why wear the same old glasses that everyone else is wearing? Stand out from the crowd. Come to Art and Eyes. Art and Eyes is not your typical eyeglasses store. It's one of the finest eyewear shops in the country, right here in New Orleans, with precision-engineered prescription lenses and gorgeous high-quality frames from the heart of Europe, Japan, and the United States. Our products are thoughtfully curated, and our staff are here to help you find exactly the right frames. Art and Eyes are magazine, as unique as you.
Custom window treatments can enhance the look and value of your home. At Helm Paint and Decorating, we're proud to offer custom plantation-style window shutters by Scandia. Perfect for any window, including large frames, French doors, sliding doors, and arches. American-made SL300 shutters are available in many colors to match your personal decor. We'll come out to measure, and you'll receive fast delivery. Plus, they're virtually maintenance-free.
Helm Paint and Benjamin Moore led us steer you in the right direction.
Helm Paint and Supply.
The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, it's open now. We fix cars and trucks. We do all makes and models. And it doesn't have to be a Ford or a Lincoln. It could be whatever you're driving. 32,000 square feet under roof, now open at 3101 Williams Boulevard. It's all about you, the customer, getting the most for your dollar. I would say the most perfect collision center anywhere. The Lamarck Automotive Collision Center, 3101 Williams Boulevard. Go check it out.
For Leidenheimer Baking Company, producing the perfect French bread is more than a vocation. It's a sacred mission. And for 5 generations, they've used the same time-honored process, baking their signature loaf with its crisp crust and delicate center, unique and still good to the last crumb. From the finest French Quarter restaurants to your local po' boy shop, for over 125 years, New Orleans' own Leidenheimer.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot. River City's total maintenance keeps you cool. NOLAAC.com, your cool spot.
From the owners of Katie's in Mid-City and Bienvenue in Harahan, an old school deli with over a dozen specialty sandwiches. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria on Harrison Avenue in Lakeview between Canal Boulevard and West End. Francesca Deli and Pizzeria. Rouse's, New Orleans grocery store. Rouse's has the only full-service grocery stores both in the French Quarter on Royal Street and in the CBD on Baronne in the old Sewell Cadillac building. The Rouse's on the River, Tchoupitoulas at Napoleon, is in a century-old warehouse. And uptown on Ferret at the corner of Valence is Rouse's all-new boutique store. With 7 locations in Orleans Parish, Rouse's is New Orleans' grocery store. Rouse's Markets. Taste like home.
Yeah, you right. Corey Johnson back at you. 5 o'clock power hour on a Tuesday afternoon. Got some $50 Woodhouse Day Spa gift certificates just in time. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Valentine's Day, guys. What made the old Plaza Tower building, that black and white building that's abandoned downtown, causing all the problems? What made it unique when it opened 50 years ago, over 50 years ago, late 60s, 55 years ago, late 60s? The top few floors of this office building, what made it unique? Give me the answer. I got $50 for you. Good at the Woodhouse. Rouse's Markets phone lines, 766-9480. Which 2 major retailers anchored the old New Orleans Center Mall, where Champion Square is today? Name those 2 major retailers. Like 2-3 stories each. They're I want to say 3 stories. They're major stores. At least 2, but I want to say 3. Hey, when did Lincoln Beach close? I'd ask for the year. I'm being nice. The decade Lincoln Beach closed. How about the decade Pontchartrain Beach closed? Give me the answer to either one of those questions. I got 50 big bucks for you. Good at the Woodhouse Day Spots. That easy. Rouse's Markets phone lines to participate. 766-9480. 766-9480. The NOPD, the police, there's a truck that's stolen. They're following it on GPS. They find it. They got the criminals that stole it. They can move in and make the arrest. They decide to wait because they know that truck is not stolen because it's going to a chop shop. That truck is not stolen because it's going to be put in a container and shipped to south of the border. That truck is stolen so the criminals that stole it can go commit another crime in the stolen truck. A bigger crime, maybe a more violent crime. So the cops are like, can we go arrest them right now and get the truck and arrest those 2? Yes, for a stolen vehicle. Or we can wait an hour and bust them for something major. Could be drugs, guns, more people involved, more arrests. Sounds great. I'm like, no problem with that. Till you think through it for just a millisecond. And you're like, wait, it's a citizen stolen truck. Like the NOPD could solve the crime, but they're like, yeah, we're going to leave that citizen's truck out there. Like right now it's intact. Who knows? The next crime, there's a shootout. The criminals wrecked the truck. It's totaled. There's a fire. It's destroyed, whatever. So obviously a good idea. It sounds like on paper, but not a good idea. They just can't do it, right? They could do it with like a bait truck, their own vehicle. I guess they could call the owner of the vehicle and say, look, here's the deal. We can go in right now. I got officers standing by 50 yards away that could go kick in the door, make the arrest. You get your truck back right now. But let me explain something to you. It ain't going to a chop shop, and it ain't going south of the border. You're probably going to get it recovered soon anyway. But here's the deal. They're going to go commit a bigger crime with it, And we'd like to pop them for the bigger crime. Your truck might come back exactly like it is now. I can't promise you that, though. It could be totaled. Can we continue using your truck as like a bait truck and use the GPS and follow it? I guess the police could go that route, but the police just taking it into their own hands where, hey, we could go arrest these guys and get that person's truck back, but let's hold out a while for the bigger crime. I mean, the person that owns the vehicle is like, dude, I'd love to help out the city and the police, but I want my truck back now. Rouse's Markets phone lines 766-9480. 766-9480. The Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. All I'm asking is why. Tomorrow, Jeff Thomas will join us, get his opinion. He's one of like 4 owners of the Black AM radio station in New Orleans, WBOK. He'll join us again on the station, on the show tomorrow, on the program. I'll ask him that about the Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I'm just asking why. I'm just asking why. I mean, I think without a doubt, at least half of Black America has no idea there is a Black National Anthem. I would think 90+% of America, 95+% of America. Yeah, 19 out of 20 Black Americans have no idea of a single line or lyric word of the Black National Anthem. But it's going to be part of the Super Bowl, the woke segment of the Super Bowl. Just crazy. I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something that's obvious. But I think it's sort of like Kwanzaa. Most Black people have no idea what it is. Most Black people don't celebrate it. Most Black people don't give a crap about Kwanzaa. Most, clearly. It's not even close. And it is a United States exclusive thing. No one celebrates Kwanzaa in Africa. Not a single African celebrates Kwanzaa in Africa. None. Zero. It's a African American. It's a Black American holiday. And I'm not against Kwanzaa, but it's not like, man, everyone in the Black community embraces Kwanzaa. They know the 7 things that make up Kwanzaa and what you need to do and all that. They don't know any of it. Hell, America in general. I'm not criticizing Black folks. Black, white, Latino, whatever. You want to know if I had to bet on Pledge of Allegiance, National Anthem, like I'd go with like some newly someone who just became a citizen, might even have a bad English accent. I'd go with them. They could probably write down the Pledge of Allegiance or the National Anthem, Star Spangled Banner. They could probably better than most Americans. I think a lot of us would screw up the National Anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance writing it because we get stumped. But like saying it with a group or singing the National Anthem with a group, you remember every word and it just flows. My point is, most folks, Black folks, have no idea what the Black National Anthem is, but it's going to be part of the Super Bowl for some reason. Tossing Black folks a bone. I don't know what it. The league's 75% Black. I think 75% Black. The player's like, I don't care about the Black National Anthem. You want to do something for me? Give me a bonus. Create another scholarship for the Negro College Fund. Do something like that. I don't need to hear the Black National Anthem. Good news, that $25 million for Lincoln Beach, 15 acres on the lakefront being redone. Sasaki. How do you want to pronounce this one, Joe? Sasaki? 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 S-A-S-A-K-I? Sasaki? Sasaki and Associates out of Denver, a Denver-based company hired to redo Lincoln Beach. Designs, plans. They say they'll have it done by the end of this year, like 9 months, 10 months. So I don't think breaking ground on Lincoln Beach until 2025. Probably not stepping foot on Lincoln Beach till late 25, probably 2026, like 2 years from now, I'm guessing. 2 years from now. Will LaToya the Destroyer, will Junket Cantrell, will she be there for the ribbon cutting? I don't know. Hey, Fausto's Italian Bistro is open right now for dinner. They go till 9 p.m. Sit at the bar, check out sports action, dine inside, outdoor dining, to-go orders. Some of the city's best Sicilian and Italian. Fausto's Italian Bistro on Vets.
Here at the NOLA Coalition, we love our kids and we love our city. The people of New Orleans are standing together for a better future. By harnessing our collective resources, the NOLA Coalition will create a safer, more prosperous city for all residents. Your support is needed to help reduce violence, invest in our children, and drive generational change. Join now at nolacoalition.info.
Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's what I said. Ooh, Leidenheimer, that's French for bread. Leidenheimer.
Since 1896, a true taste of New Orleans. Leidenheimer French bread.
Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com. Dave Miette Insurance Agency. Auto, home, flood, business. 504-556-0809. Dave Miette, INSagency.com.
Young's Dry Cleaning has free pickup and delivery. That's right. Young's Dry Cleaning has absolutely free pickup and delivery. Home or office, East Bank or West Bank. Call Young's at 288-8381 or online at youngsdrycleaning.com.
It's time to relax. The Woodhouse Day Spa, Metro New Orleans' premier day spa experience, now with 5 area locations. For a day of relaxation or maybe just a quick 1-hour getaway, the Metro area's premier day spa experience is at the Woodhouse Day Spa. And now 5 area locations: New Orleans, Metairie, Slidell, Baton Rouge, and our newest location in Mandeville. The Woodhouse Day Spa, woodhousespas.com.
The Port of New Orleans is the gateway to global commerce, the economic engine that moves Louisiana and our country forward. For more than 125 years, Port Nola has continued to deliver the goods we use each and every day, by river, rail, and by road. No matter what, it all happens right here, delivering Louisiana's future at the Port of New Orleans, your working river. Learn more about your Port of New Orleans. Visit portnola.com.
For game-changing innovation, look to the Latrim family of companies located in Harahan. Intralox, a Latrim company, changed the game when they invented modular plastic conveyor belts over 40 years ago. These belts and innovative Intralox technology are transforming movement in manufacturing facilities around the world. Intralox is a dynamic global company now hiring in production, warehousing, shipping, and more. If you want to be part of our successful team, visit Latrim.com. That's LAITRAM.com.
Being a part of people's lives, from an engagement ring to a wedding band. Before you know it, the wedding day is here and groom and bride are exchanging gifts on that day. And not too long after that, there's baby gifts to have. And I just enjoy being part of other people's family, saying, Mr. Friend did my engagement ring and he did my mom and dad's engagement ring. My name is Ken Friend of Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business.
Trey Yen in Mandeville, a New Orleans tradition for over 40 years, serving the finest Louisiana-inspired Chinese cuisine. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Trey Yen.
Every day we broadcast live from the Buddy Diliberto River City's Total Maintenance Studios. If you ever need air conditioning or heat help, might be AC right now. We're in the 60s. And then we'll be right back to cold in the next few days by the weekend. AC heat needs, River City's Total Maintenance is there. Honest air conditioning and heating experts that come immediately. If you need air conditioning or heat help, NOLAAC.com. That's all you need to know. NOLAAC.com. Corey Johnson with you on a Tuesday. Lots of topics today. Tomorrow, Jeff Thomas will join us. We'll talk about that Black National Anthem at the Super Bowl. I don't get it, but I'm not like against it. Just enlighten me. Tell me why. I don't get it. What's that, Blue Boy? You're excited about the NFC, AFC title games this Sunday? They're both high-quality contests. You're right. And then the Super Bowl in a few weeks should be pretty good with the winners. You're right on the money, buddy. Thank everybody for watching and listening. Blue Boy, you're a champ. See you tomorrow at 4.
You're on the neutral ground with Corey Johnson. On TV on Cox Channel 4 and Spectrum Channel 333. Also on YouTube. On radio at NOLA Talk 93.9 FM, WSLA New Orleans.
Hi, it's Ken Friend from Friend & Company Fine Jewelers. You've got a friend in the jewelry business. Come see us over on Maple Street in Uptown.